What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com. Recapping the news from the last several days. I apologize for not getting an upload out. So some of the stuff you may have seen, but I still need to cover it to let you guys know. Before I give you the quick rundown, if you got a second, I would appreciate a thumbs up on this video. As you know, it goes a long ways, and we're almost at 70K, should be this week. And if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that red button just below the video. In this video, we have a lot from Nike, a little bit of Adidas, and a decent amount from Jordan Brand, and I'm going to keep it nice and short so we can jump right into the news. Adidas Originals just unveiled the Hender Scheme Adidas collection, which includes the Adidas NMD, Adidas Micropacer, and the Adidas Superstar. One thing to take note on is the NMD will not feature boost. However, the three models will feature tan leather throughout, and all pairs are handmade at the brand's Tokyo studio, and each is limited to around 900 pairs. Retail price for the NMD is $1,000, the Micropacer will cost you $950, and the Superstar retails at $900. To purchase, you can do so at the Hender Scheme Adidas Originals website, which I'll have a link in the description below too. And the release date is set for September 2nd. California-based sneaker retailer Bait is teaming up with the Adidas Consortium to debut a couple of shoes, but first up we're going to talk about the Adidas EQT Support 9317. So the shoes feature a black upper, they do have red accents, black on the heel counter, and if you look closely, the panels feature a ventilated cage. Other details include 3M reflective accents and white on the boost midsole and outsole. Next up from the collection, which will probably be the go-to model, is the Adidas EQT Support 9316. Now the shoes feature a triple white theme, almost an off-white. However, when the lights get dimmed down, the entire uppers will glow in the dark. In addition, they do feature prime knit as well as boost, while Bait branding is seen on the tongue as well as the insoles. So as far as the release information, the only thing that's floating around is August 26th. However, that has yet to be confirmed. No retail prices, but we should be hearing some information soon. We got a couple release dates set for the Nike Flyknit trainer. First up, we're going to talk about the pale gray, which comes in that pale gray, black and white. Almost has an Oreo look, but the pale gray looks to me more of off-white. But the shoes do feature Flyknit across the uppers, pale gray across it, black on the Nike Swoosh outsole, and white on the midsole. The second pair is known as Sunset Tint, which comes in Sunset Tint, black and white. Also, I heard the name Bright Citron that's being attached to them. You can see that pink shade, it covers the Flyknit upper, and then in the toe area we have hits of black, black on the Nike Swoosh outsole, white on the midsole. So the two will debut at select Nike sportswear retailers on August 24th. Retail price is set at $150 each. The Nike Air VaporMax has some new releases coming for fall, and even in 2018 a whole new look. But this time around we have something slightly different for this pair, and they feature gray along with aqua detailing with almost a dark blue on the Nike Swoosh. Now the real difference here is on the visible VaporMax Air unit, and that has a speckled overlay. A really minor difference here, but no release date or retail price. I assume they're going to cost $190, and they're going to expected to drop sometime during fall 2017. Not long ago, a handful of images leaked of the Nike Air Max 1 Jewel in metallic silver, which was being called Metallic Swoosh. Now the shoes, they feature a premium leather upper, which is all done in black, metallic silver on the Nike Swoosh, white on the midsole, Nike Air branding on the tongue, and black on the outsole. So a pretty straightforward release, and we do have a release date which will take place on August 24th. The retail price will be $140. Nike Sportswear is releasing a Rebel Skull collection, which pays tribute to legendary runner Steve Prefontaine's Marshfield High School Pirates team logo. Now, a part of the collection is the Air Max 1, the Air Max 95, which I previously showed you. However, the Nike Air Max 90 is also added to the collection. So the shoes feature leather as well as suede throughout, predominant black takeover. We have white on the midsole, metallic silver on the heel, and the crossbones on the tongue. All three pairs will release on September 4th at select Nike sportswear retailers. The Nike Air Max 97 Silver Bullet is receiving a new makeup which will release soon. This time, it'll be covered in Swarovski crystals. Using the traditional silver bullet theme, 55,690 crystals will be used throughout, which obviously gives them a very flashy theme. Now, this is a women's exclusive release. You might remember sometime back, a black and white pair, I believe it was black and white, released, and they sold out pretty damn fast. So this shoe is dropping on September 7th, and the retail price is $400. So it's a bit high, however, I can kind of understand why. We have a few new Nike HyperAdapt 1.0 releases coming up. The first pair is known as Red Lagoon, which was first seen on the feet of Ronaldo during his tour in China. Now the shoes somewhat mimic that of the original Blue Lagoon release, and as you guys know, they do feature adaptive lacing, aka power lacing. In addition, we have black across the base. We do have red, which is known as Red Lagoon, on the Nike swoosh, and in the midfoot area it does light up. The Nike HyperAdapt 1.0 in Red Lagoon will release via Nike sneakers in the following countries: North America, Japan, and China, and Nike app in the following cities: London, Berlin, Milan, and Paris. So the release of the shoe starts in September, specifically on September 17th, and runs through October 5th. Retail price will be $720. What I'm going to do is throw an image on the screen which shows which retailers will have them and the date. Next up, we have a look at a brand new colorway of the HyperAdapt 1.0. This one is known as Sport Royal for using Sport Royal across the uppers, as well as hits of Blue Lagoon and black. Once again, these will feature the power lacing setup, while white covers the midsole, and a little bit of black on the outsole. As of now, this pair is set to release on September 30th, and I say they're set to release because I'm not 100% positive if that will go down. Sometimes these types of releases get pushed forward or back, but the retail price will be $720. The Nike Basketball Academy event will take place this week in Los Angeles, and before that happens, we have a preview of the Nike LeBron 14, Nike PG1, Nike KD 10, and Nike Kyrie 3, which are all exclusives to participants of the event. The Kyrie 3 has an interesting theme. They feature navy blue, metallic gold, black, and white, while gum covers the outsole, while the Academy badge lands on the heel. And just going forward, all models will have that Academy badge, which will be located by the heel. The next pair is the KD 10, which comes in a green shade, and then we have red, white, and blue on the Nike swoosh outlined in gold, and it appears that there is a gum outsole, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Next is the LeBron 14, which comes in a couple shades of blue. We also have yellow used and stars across the strap. Last but not least is the PG1, and that has a red base, blue on the Nike swoosh, as well as white and red, and then we have blue on the tongue. It doesn't look like any of these will release, but if they do, I'll make sure to let you know. This piece of news, as well as some of the others in this video, were leaked over the past several days, so I know I'm a bit late to the party on this, but this is our first look at the Nike Air Zoom Generation First Game Retro, which will release during August. The shoes will be dressed in white, varsity crimson, and black, and on the surface they do appear to be a lot like the originals. Featuring white leather on the top, we have textured detailing around the toe, black on the panels as well as part of the midsole, red outlining, red on the heel, as well as the top of the tongue. As of now, the release date is set for August 26th, and the retail price will be $175. And for those that don't know, this is actually the shoe he wore during the first game when the Cavaliers played against the Sacramento Kings back in 2003. We have some Nike Air Foamposite 1 releases that are dropping during 2018. The first one, which is scheduled to drop sometime during January. No set release dates, by the way, just months. And it comes in Bio Beige, I believe that's how you say it, black, orange quartz, and Terra Orange. The second pair, which will drop during April, comes in Obsidian, University Red, and Black. Retail price for those two will be $230. Last but not least, and on a side note, this is a Photoshop, so we don't know how the actual release will happen. This is something that Sneakerhead Z mocked up to give us some sort of visual. But this pair, which will drop in April as well, will feature Elemental Rose along with Black. If I didn't mention, April is the release time frame, and the retail price for this pair will be $230. I actually really like the Elemental Rose pair. If they look like this, I definitely would pick them up. I do have the polarized pink that dropped back in 2012. Rip Hamilton shared one of his player exclusives. This pair is the Air Jordan 11 Detroit Pistons PE. Now, I'm not sure if this pair was created when he played for the Detroit Pistons or if Jordan Brand recently did. If I had to guess, I would believe this is a recent recreation just because the soles look really icy. But they do come in a Pistons theme. We have blue mesh on the uppers, which also lands on the tumbled leather around the collar. We have red on the Jumpman branding, white on the patent leather as well as midsole, and like I mentioned, a translucent outsole. These aren't releasing, but Rip did say if he hit the $430 million Powerball that everybody would get a pair. Now, I don't believe he hit. I don't even know. That took place a few days ago, so I don't think anyone's getting pairs. Frank Hooker from Jordan Brand is known for receiving exclusive sneakers. Some eventually release, others just stay in the vault, like the denim Air Jordan 1. And here he has a new pair which is being called the Air Jordan 1 Black Lives Matter. The shoes will feature a predominant black takeover. It appears that suede is used as well as wax laces. But the highlight of the shoe is across the strap, which is done in white, and it reads Black Lives Matter. And it's used as a hashtag, obviously, to get involved on social media. This pair isn't set to release. They aren't expected to release. I don't think they will. But if they do, I will make sure to let you know. Now, on a side note, do you think Jordan Brand should release them? The other day, Jordan Brand officially unveiled the Air Jordan 1 Flyknit Banned. And they're going with the band nickname, not Bread, as much as we all like calling them Bread. Once again, the shoes will come in the traditional black varsity red and white colorway. Flyknit is used across the uppers, leather on the Nike swoosh as well as wings branding. We have 1985 done in gold. Finishing the look, we have the production number on the liner, and that is done in gold as well. So the release date is September 9th. Retail price will be $180. Jordan Brand is also releasing GS sizes. They will debut on the same day, September 9th. The retail price will be $140. We have our first look at the Air Jordan 12 Bordeaux. The image used in the thumbnail is a Photoshop, but the pair shown in front of you is the actual release, or is said to be the actual release. So they feature Bordeaux throughout. We have what appears to be suede on the uppers. Now on the overlay by the toe, it appears that there's some sort of weird texture going on, not like the traditional basketball leather, something totally different. Following, we have cell across the midsole, part of the midsole, and outsole, and then we have metallic silver on the top two lace loops and white on the Jumpman branding. So no set release date, dropping sometime in October. Retail price will be $190. In my opinion, I think the white outsole kills it, especially since they're dropping during the fall season. I don't get why that's there, but that's just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comment section below. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. From this video, what I'm feeling would be the Nike Air Max 1 Metallic Swoosh. I think it's just a clean, simple shoe, something that could eventually turn into a beater. Next would be the Elemental Rose Nike Air Foamposite 1, dropping in 2018. Now, if they only look like that Photoshop, if it's something totally different, I may pass on it. The Nike HyperAdapt 1.0, both color options, they are nice. I just don't see myself dropping $720. I can lace up my own shoes. The Nike Air Zoom Generation First Game Retro, I need to get those once again. Last but not least is the Air Jordan 1 Flyknit. I think they look a lot better in the official images rather than these early photos that we've seen floating around. But that does it for me. Leave a comment below and let me know what you liked or what you disliked. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.